Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. We begin with breaking news. Trump issue first veto, striking down measure to halt his national emergency border wall. President Donald Trump signed his first veto, striking down legislation attempting to halt his declaration of a national emergency at the southern border during an Oval Office event from the White House on Friday. It comes after a dozen senators, Republicans, joined Democrats to revoke Trump's use of his national emergency power to bypass Congress and fund construction of a border wall. Earlier this week, President tweeted that he would strike down the legislation. Fire that killed Worcester firefighter Christopher Roy ruled arson. Death ruled homicide, DA says. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
With breaking news out of Worcester, 5 Investigates has learned that the line of duty death of Worcester firefighter Christopher Roy has been ruled a homicide. The Worcester County DA's office has called a news conference for 1:30 today to announce what they referred to as a significant development in the case. 5 Investigates has learned that criminal charges may be filed in connection with Roy's death. Roy and other firefighters were battling a fire at a multi-family home at 7 Lowell Street when he became trapped in that home. Stay with WCVB News Center 5 for developments in this case.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. 11-year-old suspect in custody after shooting in Alton this morning. Let's take a listen to the video from WBR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Sean, there's no word yet on exactly where that 11-year-old was found, but initial reports are that he ran into the woods after the incident. Now, the shooting happened on Dobbins Way, and even hours after the incident, state police and other departments were still at the scene. Now, there's no word yet on what led up to the shooting, but 2 people were shot. The area is surrounded by woods, and that led Alton police to call for assistance as a perimeter was set up and roads in the area were blocked off. Now, one woman who lives nearby says she got a knock on her door shortly after the shooting was reported.
A policeman came to my door and told me that somebody had been shot and canine dogs were out trying to find the suspect, and he was 11 years old.
After about 2 hours, police began to disperse as word came that the suspect was now in custody. We are expecting the Attorney General's office to provide some more information, but there's no word yet on when that might happen. Reporting live in Alton, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
All right, Ray, thanks. And while the situation was unfolding, Alton Central School went into secure campus mode. That has now been lifted. The principal says all students and staff are safe, and the school day will continue with normal pickup and drop-off for pre-K.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Liquor Commissioner celebrates 85 years of Cheers. The New Hampshire Liquor Commissioner is celebrating its 85th anniversary with a year-long campaign, 85 Years of Cheers. The Commission will be randomly awarding 85 customers with 80% off of their purchases of either $250 or $1,000 at liquor and wine outlet stores. To enter, customers must visit www.85thanniversary.com. Customer discount winners will be randomly selected from March through August. The Commission will also be awarding dozens of prizes to customers during a series of special in-store events. UNH students, staff in New Zealand are safe after mass shooting, officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Following the attack, U.S. Ambassador to New Zealand and Samoa Scott Brown tweeted, "We are heartbroken over the events in Christchurch today. We stand with our Kiwi friends and neighbors, and our prayers are with you." Ambassador Brown's wife, Gail Huff Brown, also issued a statement saying in part, "Right now, Americans are being contacted to make sure that they are safe. This country is full of peaceful people who are accepting of all races and religions. For a shooting like this to occur here would seem impossible to the local Kiwis, but hatred has no boundaries."
Meantime, overnight, we received word from the UNH student exchange program EcoQuest saying all of their students and staff are safe and were not in Christchurch at the time, saying in a statement to News 9, the Christchurch shooting is a terrible tragedy for the victims and families and a shocking tragedy for all of us in New Zealand. We will make any necessary adjustments to our program to keep everyone safe. And stay with WMUR for the latest on the terror attack in New Zealand. We will bring you the latest information throughout the morning and on our website and mobile app as well.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed this Friday evening. And here's a look at your U.S. stock market. Right now, your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the red and went down. U.S. 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow rises more than 100 points. S&P 500 posts best weekly gain since November. Stocks posted strong weekly gains led by tech shares as investors cheered renewed optimism on the US-China trade from Friday. Hours after New Zealand terrorist attack, gruesome video continues to surface on social media. Do not share the video or you are part of this. Take a listen to this video.
And those values, I can assure you, will not and cannot be shaken by this attack. We are a proud nation of more than 200 ethnicities, 160 languages, and amongst that diversity we share common values. And the one that we place the currency on right now and tonight is our compassion and the support for the community of those directly affected by this tragedy. And secondly, the strongest possible condemnation of the ideology of the people who did this. You may have chosen us, but we utterly reject and condemn you.
Okay, and there you go on that press conference. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter are struggling to halt the spread of horrific footage that appears to show a massacre at the Moscow in New Zealand as it was taking place. Dozens of people were killed Friday in the shooting at two Moscows in the city of Christian Church. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great Friday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night, everyone. Bye.